2008. He was with the Suns from 2008 to 2009.
Thank you.
He was with the Cavs from 09 to 10, and then with the Boston Celtics from 10 to 11.
And he wasn't great with the Celtics. He wasn't terrible by any means.
He wasn't great with the Cavs, man.
No,
but he was.
He wasn't great with the Suns.
Well, yeah,
He played with the Heat.
Suns.
They had Steve Nash then.
So did the Lakers at one point. How'd that go?
He wasn't the problem.
That's not a good
No,
argument.
no. What do you mean he wasn't the fucking problem? He was injured half the fucking year. Like,
all right. Anyway, my number one was the Clippers. My number two was the Rockets.
good time to cut me off on that one.
Although I will say,
why do you do this multiple episodes?
This is we've only recorded 9.
It's not. How long has it been?
30 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's not too
You
bad.
can hold your pee for long. Keep going.
Anyway,
Start from the top.
Number 1, Clippers. Number 2, TJ's not here for me to admit this, but he can probably hear me because I'm loud. I am going to switch my pick. I'm going to go Lakers. That's a really good point. Also,
You bitch.
I'm also not remembering that Kyle Kuzma has actually put in a lot of work this offseason.
I remember, and I still say my stance. Keep going.
Rockets, I'll put at 3, though. 4...
You'd be dumb to not put Rockets at least.
No,
in the top
it's
3.
1, 2, 3. I think is locked. It's Lakers, Clippers.
No matter what, you have the natural consensus of 1, 2, and 3 are going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's just where you put them.
We also they have Danny Green with the Lakers too. Lakers have a lot of talent.
Danny Green kind of old.
Doesn't matter. He's got a point forward LeBron passing the ball to him. All he's got to do is hit threes. That's all he's got to do is D and 3. That's his game.
So
he can play
reference
forever.
Back to old Steve Nash being on the Lakers. I'm doing air quotes. It doesn't matter on a podcast. Shouldn't matter, but did.
1, Clippers. 2, Lakers. 3, Rockets. 4, I'm going to go Trailblazers.
Really?
Yeah, Dame Dalla, CJ McCollum,
Wow.
Whiteside.
I just always constantly think of the Blazers as a constant 6.
I think, the difference is this year, though, with the Blazers is they don't have the Warriors at full strength until February. The Warriors will make the
But
playoffs.
the
They'll make it
Warriors
at a
have
5.
their goddamn number. It's the same way that LeBron James has the Raptors.
Doesn't matter if they
number.
have their number in the regular season, though. They don't play that many times.
No, in the playoffs.
Sure.
Every time the Raptors were fucking favored, and the Cleveland Cavaliers cleaned them up every year.
But that means that our first round series is going to be the Trailblazers versus the Golden State Warriors, and
I'm going to say
win.
Warriors in that one every time.
Yeah, sure.
They have Clay back.
No, I'm with you on that. 6, I'll put Nuggets. Nuggets could be surprising. You just don't know. Nuggets could end up being in that top 3.
Nuggets
you just
are
don't
always
know.
surprisingly good during the seasons and just bad during the playoffs.
7, I'll go Spurs. 8, I'll go Mavs. I think the Jazz will be on the outside looking in.
See, we waver on the same
I know,
place. It's
I
like
know.
we just took a different
I know.
take. It's like I said it was either going to be the Spurs or the Jazz. It's one of the two, but the Mavs make the 8th seed.
It's one of those 3 teams. Spurs, Mavs, Jazz. One of those 3 teams is limping
You
in.
can float any of those teams in those last 2
I'm not a
spots.
believer in the Jazz. Go ahead. Say your piece about the Jazz. I know
I
that's
believe
weird.
in the Jazz, actually.
Yeah, no, I believe in the Jazz. I think that the Jazz. So, I made a bet with Joe before all this crazy shit happened. In
I was
free
there.
agency,
I remember.
That the Jazz would make the finals because this was before Kawhi was over in the Clippers. Paul George was over in the Clippers. I believe in the Jazz to be a dark horse, scary ass playoff team. Rudy Gobert is a beast.
Right.
Donovan Mitchell is lethal. He can just come back from injury. I believe in Donovan Mitchell. I believe that he is the future of the NBA along with Giannis. They have some decent depth on their bench right now. They lost a couple of key players, but I honestly think that the Jazz, if they can stay healthy, are going to be I honestly think that depending on the matchups, of course, because playoffs are always weird in that sense, with matchups and everything. The season always just kind of restarts when playoff starts.
Right.
But I think that the Jazz going into this season, I think that they could actually have a huge push in the playoffs, and I like them in the Western Conference Finals, man. I really do.
Who wins the West? Way too early to do this, but
Who wins the West?
Who wins the West?
The Clippers.
We already said that. We all voted the Clippers as number 1.
No, we said they're the 1 seed. That doesn't mean they win the West.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's entirely fair. So let's look at that as a breakdown. You have 1 versus 8.
I think the Clippers.
So in the way that we match this up, you have 1 versus 8, right?
Yeah, 1 versus
That's the
8 for
Clippers
you.
versus the-
Your 1-8 is
Mavs and Clippers.
Clippers win.
Who do you think's win that?
Yeah, Clippers
Yeah,
win
exactly.
4 probably.
So you go down the chain. You have 2 versus 7. So that's Rockets versus. I had the Jazz. Rockets win that.
Yeah, Lakers.
You have 3 and 6. So Lakers and Trailblazers. Lakers win that.
Oh, I don't know.
Trailblazers could, but the Lakers are going to.
Lakers
LeBron is more clutch
Yeah.
than Dame is.
Sure.
I love how clutch. Oh, no. There's this and I'm putting this as like Dame is one of the most clutch players in the NBA. But you saw what LeBron did with Cleveland against the Warriors by himself virtually.
Kyrie
LeBron
did it
is
too,
so much
bro.
more clutch.
Bro, it's Dame time.
I've never put.
I'm
you're
not
going to
talking
tell
shit.
me that the Blazers are going to beat the Lakers in the playoffs?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just I have a beef with like you saying that LeBron and Dame, like LeBron is more clutch than Dame, because LeBron, in my personal opinion, LeBron is not more clutch than Dame.
Okay. So I'm willing to listen and somewhat agree with that and say that like Dame might be more clutch, but LeBron has more depth on his team, so the Lakers are going to win.
100%.
LeBron affects.
So
the
the
game.
Lakers,
straight
the
up.
Lakers are going to
Straight up.
LeBron's clutch ability with his team, they're going to beat the Trailblazers.
But honestly, honestly, I think that the Trailblazers actually have more depth on their team than the Lakers do.
I don't think the Lakers
I
have
think
shit
that,
for
I think
depth.
the Lakers has more star power.
Yeah, okay, their
for
star
sure.
power
But
is
like,
better. That's a better way of putting
when
it.
it comes to playoffs, though, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, depth really does matter. So
it does, but
so I think the Lakers and the Trailblazers will go to 7,
that'll
and then
be-
like you don't know.
no, that will be an incredible series if that's how
Yeah,
it pans
yeah.
out. That'll be probably the best series of the playoffs, minus the finals. Actually, no, the finals is going to be garbage because it's going to be a West versus
The
East
Blazers always put on a great series in the playoffs.
They
always
always
do.
do. And if I saw the Blazers beat the Lakers, I'd be over the fucking moon. I would
Right?
love that shit.
Right?
Because I fucking hate the Lakers. I don't like LeBron. I don't like AD that much. Like, I could give a fuck if they're good.
So you're 4-5.
So you have 4-5 being the
Nuggets and the Warriors. What a series!
And that'll be a good one, especially if Clay doesn't come
You
back
got the
full strength.
Joker and Draymond banging down low.
Yeah, but
I'm
Warriors are
gonna-
going to win that every time.
And I'm unfortunately going to say the Warriors. So you
Yeah.
have
The
my,
Warriors are going to win that every
So in
time.
my opinion, you have your top 4 seeds going forward. So you have 1 versus 4. You
Okay.
have Clippers versus the Warriors. Kawhi's got their number. Kawhi's going to win.
Yo,
I would actually take the Warriors.
I'm going to take the Clippers. You got Kawhi and Paul George, 2 of the best defenders in the league.
yeah.
I'm going Clippers.
Yeah, I think it, honestly, like right now, I completely agree with you. I want to see what kind of stuff we're going to get this season.
See, but then you have Lakers Rockets.
Yeah,
my
that'd be a
God.
great
And
series.
that's going to be a fucking great
Oh my
series.
God,
You
it's
have
gonna
Lakers
be
Rockets, and I'm going to say
Flop City, baby.
if
Everyone's gonna
if
be flopping
there,
around.
If there is
We're
a
gonna be flopping.
year, if there is a year for the Rockets to win it, it is this one. But
That's what everyone
but
says
I'm-
every year.
No,
I
their
mean,
one
this
to
one
win it was 2
especially-
years ago.
no, with Westbrook on it, this is the one for them to win.
We just left out
Yo.
OKC, by the way.
I've
Oh,
never.
yeah, we
I,
did.
Well,
that being
OKC's
said,
not getting
that
anywhere
also
near.
being said, I have never once said this is the Rockets' year because 1, I've never believed it, and 2, I fucking hate those guys.
Yeah.
But if there is one for them to win,
do
it's
you
this-
really think that the Westbrook acquisition actually makes them like a potential Western Conference team?
Yes, I believe that.
Like Western Conference Finals
Yes,
team.
yes, I believe that.
And he's a better player
Yo.
for that team than Chris Paul was. Not that
So
Chris
I
Paul's a
think-
bad player. He's
No,
just
no,
better
he's
for
not a
that
bad
team.
This
player,
is the
but, like-
one that I really do not fucking know who would win, whether
It'd go
it's the
7.
Rockets or the Lakers, and that will probably go 7. And I'm probably going to say the Lakers are going to win
No,
because
I'm
I
gonna,
just absolutely do not trust James Harden being clutch. And so then you have Lakers Clippers,
I'm going to say the Rockets win because they have a better coach.
and I agree with that.
Oh,
But
God,
I
it's
do
weird
not.
to say that
I
out loud.
do not trust Harden.
I'm
I do
not-
not trust Harden to do well.
He does terrible in the playoffs, man. Like it's weird.
And so
Saying
I'm,
I
I'm-
don't-
and I know that LeBron is so goddamn good in the playoffs.
yeah,
The best
yeah.
take-
Especially the later the playoffs get, the better he gets.
Right.
We'll have to-
And so
we'll-
I'm going Lakers.
But at the same time, we'll have to see like how Anthony Davis responds in the playoffs
and that's
too.
incredibly
that's,
true.
That's such
We've
an
never
unknown.
Really got
it's
a
such
good,
an
we've
unknown.
never gotten Anthony Davis really in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
And so I think as much as I still stand by Rockets are going to be number 2 seed going in, the Lakers
Yeah.
are going to beat them in a series. And so Lakers will come out. It's going to be Lakers Clippers. You have the 1 and 2. Like, of course, you're going with numbers, what the fuck ever. But that's what I just genuinely think. I cannot
No,
put my.
yeah.
In the same way that I cannot bet against the Patriots, I cannot bet against LeBron or Kawhi.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, I just
And you
can't
got
bring
them
myself
both
to
in
do
the
it.
same
And I've got
series.
them both in the same conference, and I think the fucking Clippers are going to pull it out and go to the conference finals. Or go to the actual finals. Because you have two of the three best people guarding LeBron on the same team.
Right.
You have Kawhi and you have Paul George. And they are two of the best defenders against LeBron.
Well,
so
and
I
not to
think
mention that the
gonna
Clippers
go.
have more depth than the Lakers do right now.
Absolutely.
Anyways, so
They absolutely have more depth. And so I take Clippers into the finals.
If you just look at matchups right now between the two LA teams, like Clippers on paper are always like going to beat them.
They're significantly better.
Yeah, like
It's
Pat
not
Beverly's
close.
going to eat fucking Rondo's lunch.
Yep. Because Rondo's not. He can't score, number one, so he can't wear you down on the other side.
No, they're the same player, but like Pat Beverly has, in my personal opinion, like Pat Beverly is younger and he also has a better offensive game than
He's got a
Rondo
higher
does.
motor, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Joe has the Clippers making it out. You want to rapid fire through ours real quick?
I mean,
you got takes. Take your takes.
No, I'm gonna say like, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but like the Clippers are gonna be out, like of course.
Yeah, I do.
Right now, like I don't see like how you could possibly say that the Clippers don't go out into the finals. I think the bigger debate is who comes out in the East, actually
We'll
in
have
the
to do that.
finals.
Yeah, we'll do that next episode.
Yeah. But the Clippers are going to come out in the West. That's pretty apparent right now, just with what we know right now.
Yeah.
I could see a world where the Lakers do, but I don't see any other team. I don't see the Rockets being able to. I don't.
I think the Rockets will be a team.
I don't want to write them off, but I'm gonna give them a 5 to 10% chance to get to the finals.
I would give them a 5 to 10% chance to get knocked out in the first round. I like the Rockets and it's nothing against Westbrook. It's not Westbrook. Harden's fucking hot garbage in the playoffs.
Well, no, it is against Westbrook because think about it. Like,
And he's not a winner.
Look at
Westbrook's not a
OKC
winner.
in the recent years.
He's not
Look
a
at
winner. They were
OKC in
good
the
because of
recent
KD.
Westbrook had Paul George.
Go ahead, TJ.
Are you done?
Go ahead, TJ, and I'll say my part.
No, Westbrook had like so to your defense and like to what you're saying, Westbrook had Paul George with him.
Yep.
And he had Adams down low banging. And honestly, I think Adams is like top 10 center in the league right now.
I agree. Yeah.
They had the depth on the bench.
Steven Adams was part of the reason why the Warriors almost lost to the Thunders because
Exactly.
he was eaten when they had
Exactly.
Kevin Durant.
He was eaten. The thing is like Westbrook, like in the playoffs, like his game does not translate. His game translates in the regular season, but his game does not translate in the playoffs.
You can make an argument for this about KD being on the team, but you can't say that he's not a winner. Because Westbrook does what
Westbrook?
he does what
No,
absolutely
I'm
what he can do. I'm arguing
I'm not
to him,
saying,
not you.
Yeah, okay.
Because, like, look at what he's fucking done. Look how clutch he is. Westbrook is a winner.
in the regular season, sure. Yeah,
He
I
went.
agree.
How many times did he go to the playoffs? Twice,
Has he
right?
Westbrook? He's
No.
been like almost a year. Wait, who are you talking about?
How many times did Westbrook go to the playoffs? Once, twice?
Quite a few.
No,
he's been
Westbrook,
way-
I don't
Not the
think
play-
he's-
Sorry, not the playoffs. Finals.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Once.
Once, I think.
Once.
Was it just the once?
It-
Yeah,
they
I
They
think-
got
made
to
it.
the conference finals and lost to the Spurs.
Well, because he went to the finals when KD was there and they lost to the Heat.
They had
Yeah,
Jeff Green,
but
KD, James Harden,
But
Westbrook.
you lose to what is possibly the best team LeBron has ever had.
No, well,
Yeah.
No, the best.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
maybe not LeBron.
I would've
best
said-
I would've said
performance,
the
but his
next
best
year.
team. Name a better team than LeBron has had.
the year after when they had they didn't have Ray Allen that first
Yes,
year. I
they
don't think.
did.
Yeah,
Did they?
Yes, they did.
2012?
They didn't
Yeah.
have the first year when they played the Mavs. They had Ray Allen
Okay.
the
Then
next
yes,
year.
yeah. I mean, it's because it was the same team 2 years in a row. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
That's the best team. So like Russell Westbrook was right there, but there's literally nothing they could have done to win that year. The Heat came in with the best team in the league, the best team we've probably seen in the past decade, except for maybe the Warriors, and that was this past year's Warriors.
Yo, but
like-
for real,
That was one of the best teams we've ever seen, and they lost to that team. So there's no way that I'm saying that like Westbrook's game doesn't translate. He just needs pieces around him. And
But
now that he's
honestly,
back with Harden, like he's back with one of his OG players.
Go ahead, Deej.
I'm just saying like that series I just brought it up. Like that series in 2012.
6 or 7.
No,
right?
it went to 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
5.
It's
no.
4-1.
The Heat
but
whipped
but
that ass.
listen to the scores, right? So OKC wins the first game, 105-94, and I'm sure like if any of you are listening like that are actually diehard basketball fans, you already know this. But just